All right, this is the big story. Singer Taylor Swift is slamming music executive Scotter Braun after he acquired the record company that owns her music. The deal was worth $300 million. Braun's Ithaca Holdings is buying Big Machine Label Group, which released Taylor Swift's first 6 albums. Swift called it her worst-case scenario. Yesterday, in a Tumblr post, Swift says she is sad and, quote, grossed out that Braun now has the rights to her entire catalog. Swift accuses Braun of putting her through years of incessant manipulative bullying. She says Scott Borchetta, the head of Big Machine Records, was aware. But in response Sunday night, Borchetta says he certainly never saw Swift cry about Braun. Borchetta also claims Swift had every chance in the world to own her music, including one offer to immediately own her masters upon re-signing with the label. Swift said, "I was given an opportunity to sign back up to Big Machine Records and earn one album back at a time, one for every new one I turned in." She declined that offer, leaving last year for a different music label. CBS News reached out to Braun for comment, and he pointed to Borchetta's statement. So there's a lot of moving parts.
A lot of moving
He
parts.
said, she said,
Yeah.
we said, they said. But listen, Taylor dropped that bombshell, and they both responded really with guns blazing. Scott Borchetta released a very detailed statement about his documentation with Taylor going back and forth, which I think is very interesting and very telling. Scotter Braun has also weighed in. So is Scotter Braun's wife. So has Justin Bieber. So there's a lot of conversation about this.
You know, one of the things that she says that, and the reason why she posted on Tumblr, she wants young artists, people who are trying to break into the music industry, to understand the contracts that they're signing, the creative output that these artists have that ultimately gets owned by other people.
There's a tendency to give away a lot at the beginning just to get that signing. To quote Prince, some 20-odd years ago, if you don't own your masters, your master owns you.
The one thing that
there's a young musician, there's a tendency to not have much money when you're trying to make it, and then if someone shows up and says, "Here's a chunk of change, we just want all the music," wow, it's hard to
remember
say
the Beatles didn't own a lot of their masters.
That's right.
They got sold. Michael Jackson ended up.
But I think both Borchetta and Scotter feel very maligned by what Taylor is saying, and they say that they can back up and dispute all of the things that she's saying. There's also some history, too, with Taylor, how she's said some things in the past that people have questioned. There's two sides to every story.
Others have also pointed out, Gayle, that Taylor Swift is still a very wealthy music artist, and I can give you names: Anthony Otis Blackwell. TLC went bankrupt because they didn't own. Little Richard said that, you know,
We're going to go bankrupt if we don't go to this commercial right here.
We'll be right back.